Now we're going to get into the origins of the Cyraxx name. I'm sure most of you know Cyraxx is a Mortal Kombat character, but also it was the name that a rapper Eric Scrubolo had used for a while, and Chance was actually signed to Eric's record label, which was a real record label, out of pity on Eric's part. And Chance, when he left the group, would totally disrespect all of them, steal, I'm sure, a lot of their beats, and the name Cyraxx, which would now become infamous. Cyraxx would later apologize and try to get back into the record label in a hilarious video that he made with his actual girlfriend Heather. Yes, he has dated women in real life. Now keep a note, this is not Heather Kraut from 2019, who we're going to cover later. He certainly has a type.
Listen, I know you're pretty upset about the whole dog tag thing and whatnot. Well, when we did the whole thing with the dog tags, it's because we were pissed off. We didn't know what the hell to do. We were seriously just, we were only doing like my mom wanted us to do. She came up with the idea to throw him into the lake, and at the time it seemed like a good idea. And honestly, we regret it, man.
Finances. In terms of his finances, he refuses to work, he's never held a job, and relies on Sally, I guess for his SSI checks. Sally also got hit by a bus and receives regular settlements that help pay for her family, and Cyraxx does chores in exchange for allowance. In his music career of 15 years, he has only made 70 cents. That is just bleak. It is uncertain what will happen to him when Sally dies. I'm assuming a group home. Rage. Arrested in 2012 for strangling his grandmother Sally, she felt so sorry for him that she didn't press charges. Here are some of Cyraxx's death threats towards the trolls that show up at his house.
Jamie, anybody that rolls up to this house with the intent to do harm to me or my girl, this is a fair fucking warning. This is not a threat. This is a promise. If you try to do any harm to me or my girl, the results for you will not be very pretty. You will either end up in handcuffs or in a body bag. Because, yeah, I'm away. Anyways, y'all, I'll be right back. Give me just one moment.
What did you just say?
That if they do try to step into the house, I will not be able to shoot them on sight. They're threatening to break into the house.
You're not just don't even talk to them.
I'm not. I'm
Let
gonna.
me see the TV's on.
I'm gonna. No, it's not.
No, it does not.
No, it's not yet. You want to do it?
Rage is why we watch Cyraxx, let's be honest. We watch him to watch him rage. We don't watch to hear him rap or watch him erase. We want to see him get trolled and rage because he's a horrible person and he's chronically online. He could get offline anytime he wants and this would all be over with. But he gets really, really angry easily, causing massive meltdowns constantly, triggered by Music Biz Marty. He rage quits streams only to rejoin and make a rap about the trolls. His grandmother Sally appears on streams, often to yell at him to calm down. And once she gave him a THC gummy to try to achieve this, which only caused him to freak out more. He's staunchly against drugs and alcohol, guys. He is all about coffee and energy drinks, often mixing the two together. I wish he would name it. I love it when Cobra names his drinks. I think that shit is hilarious. But he'll just tell you, he's like, yeah, got my coffee and my energy drink mix. Just, no drugs, no alcohol. He reminds me a lot of CM Punk. This next clip I'm about to show you is Cyraxx at his angriest. It is one of the funniest things I've ever seen, and I'm ready for you guys to just experience this with me.
Marty, let me tell you right now. Let me tell all three of you motherfuckers right now. Because of you three, I almost took my fucking life a few minutes ago because of your bullshit bullying. You need to quit.
How? You were screaming at me earlier and telling me that I.
Because you deserve it, you piece of shit!
Same thing.
Shut up, Morty! I don't deserve shit! Everything you've done to me needs to quit! You need to back off! Enough is enough! You put me for 6 fucking years! It's time to grow up! Be a man and Schmeckle! Shut the fuck up, you loser!
We've only known you for 2 years, Cyraxx. How is it?
Hey,
6?
Schmeckle!
No one's known you for 6 years.
Shut your mouth for you piece of shit!
No one's known you for 6 years, Cyraxx.
Shut up, Schmeckle! That's what you don't get!
Where's the TV?
Shut your fucking mouth!
Quit growling.
And Marty, you need to back off! You're a narcissistic psychopath that needs to fuck off!
Did you attack Ed?
Well, gee!
Did you wish
If
Sally
you
was
would
around?
fuck off, I wouldn't have reason to go off!
Well,
Marty, shut up! I've had enough of your antics! All you do is butt this, butt that! No one gives a fuck!
Here is Cyraxx threatening Marty and Schmecklecat with his .22 rifle. I know it looks like a big gun in his hands, but keep in mind he is a midget. This is just a picture, but in the video he claimed that he's the Grim Reaper and he's gonna kill the trolls, put their heads on a mantelpiece or wall, and take a bath in their blood. But a little note is that Cyraxx is too scared to leave his house and he can't drive. And I also mentioned before that he's a midget, so he's pretty much harmless. Recently, a new type of rage has begun to show as he will expose himself on his trolls' live streams to try to get them taken down, although the trolls are pretty quick with it, and it hasn't worked out too well for Chance. But he's also notably destroyed equipment. Here he is throwing an ocarina up against the wall.
I'm not gonna fucking stop!
Stop!
You better get that back together right now.
No!
His behavior has cost Sally thousands of dollars in home repairs. It's just absolutely awful. He has no respect for her. He strangled her, damages her house, and yet Sally still views him as family. And next section, stealing other people's art. Chance is most notable for stealing beats that he finds on SoundCloud, altering them slightly, and then selling them as his own. He's used this technique with DeviantArt as well on his merch store, which is shut down. And he has completely plagiarized a book, multiple songs, and stole his name, which we covered earlier. One example is when Chance took beats from Zendrick Beats, a German producer, took it and put his vocals over it, and then put it out for sale. Zendrick requested that Chance stop selling his stolen beats, and Chance doesn't have the right to it. Cyraxx would respond by saying he was doing Zendrick a favor and that he gave him credit on the CD, so it was giving him free advertising. Believe me, that is not how that works, Cyraxx. I figured that out the hard way with the cheese rolling video. I actually loved making that video, but I have to be a little more careful with the way I clip stuff on YouTube, because it can be easy to steal people's content. I understand where those people were coming from completely. I hope I didn't offend them. And I just took it down because I didn't feel like it was right to keep it up, because if they thought that it was just stolen, then it was stolen. So just gotta be careful with how you clip stuff on YouTube, guys. But here's an example of Cyraxx's plagiarism. He would just take a little photo and throw some kanji up over it. See this? This is before and after. The one with the kanji on the left side is Cyraxx's rendition, so he just clipped it and threw a little Japanese writing up next to it and sold it. This next section is Kendall Smith, and it is about a young woman that Chance harassed because she rejected him. So here we go. Initially drawing attention of trolls of Chance, she was nice to Cyraxx in chat and caused Cyraxx to develop feelings for her, to which she rejected. He did not take this well, doxing her and calling her landlord with threats. He would leave angry voicemails, and in response Kendall trolled him and made fun of him, resulting in Cyraxx having his then-girlfriend Heather, covered later, to leave both angry voicemails, which we're going to get into in a minute. Kendall would later go on to fake her death. Here is one of the voicemails that Chance left her.
Listen here, you little brat. You listen to me, and you listen to me real good. You leave me and my friends alone. I don't know what your little game is, or what it is you're trying to get at, but it stops here and now. So I make myself very fucking clear. Because what you're doing is slander, what you're doing is harassment. And to sit there and make up lies about me saying I'm going to burn my brother Eric's house down? No, you got me fucked up. So like I said, you want to keep running your mouth, the police can and will be called on you. So this is your final warning. You leave me alone and you leave all my friends alone. So I make myself very fucking clear.
Isn't he such a nice guy, YouTube? This next section is titled Music Contracts, and I gotta say it is my favorite. Cyraxx is easily fooled with promises of lucrative music deals by his trolls, so we're gonna hop into it. Chance started to get noticed by a few trolls due to his large body of quote-unquote work and the voicemails with Kendall Smith. Music Biz Marty and the Bender Boys created an elaborate prank of embracing Cyraxx's desire to become the next big rapper, and then they competed for Cyraxx's contract. He gets signed by the Bender Boys, and his reaction to getting signed is pure gold, guys. He literally thinks he had just made it in the music industry. He's feeling himself. He's got his sunglasses on. I'm just gonna let Cyraxx tell you a little bit about how he's feeling right now, now that he's made it.
What up, y'all? It's your boy Cyraxx in the house. Shout out to my motherfucking brothers over at Bender Boys Records. Shout out to the big homie CPN, Child's Play Ninja. I figured I'd just come in, kick it with y'all. Figured since I'm making it big time, may as well rock the swagger to go with it, boys. Now it appears to me that we have some issues with certain people who will not be named, but they're being dealt with. Straight up. Shout out to the Bender Boys. What's good, bro? Shout out to BBR. Bender Boys Records. What's good? I figured I'd come in, celebrate, kick it, chill. Got a brand new dope ass track dropping with some of the homies. Like the big homie George. What's goody, what's goody, what's goody? I figure your boy may as well drop in. Say what's up. But yo, Bender Boys, what's good, bros? How you guys doing, huh?
And here's Cyraxx being told by the Bender Boys that his music isn't performing well enough and they're thinking about selling their contract to Marty. Here is Cyraxx crying about being signed to Marty's label. Now keep in mind, Marty was still trolling Cyraxx at the time, but Cyraxx did believe Marty was a legitimate music producer.
Marty, I don't understand why you're doing this. I don't know your reasoning. I don't know why you can't just leave me and my girl alone. Why? Why can't you leave us alone?